Hey y'all, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Dee. I publish under the pen name Sky Winter, and you can find me everywhere online under Sky Winter Books. I have books up on Amazon. They're currently in KU. They're short, fun romances, so if you're looking for something that's quick to get through, go ahead and check that out. I will also be releasing a new book very soon. It is called Second Chance at Summer. It is in the finishing stages right now. I just need to get it up and release. So I am not 100% sure if I want to go through. I haven't told my newsletter yet, so I'm trying to be very vague, but that is coming. It will have it's in a cute little beach town that's called Legend Sport, and it is just good vibes, right? And if y'all know me, I'm an island girl. I love the island feels. I love the beach shenanigans, which is definitely in this book. So if you want something, and it's Caribbean month, it is Pride month, there's so many different readathons for you to jump on and read something that supports a group that is being recognized in this month. So be sure that you do what you got to do. Diversify your reading, guys. It's a must. It's a must. All right, back to today's video. This is the Tropey Tuesdays video where we do deep dives into different tropes. We are starting with the romance tropes. We're continuing that today. And yeah, we will be going into Amnesia. So if that's something that you like, that you're interested in learning, if you're interested in learning about more tropes, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that you can ding that notification bell as well, so that you can be notified of each and every time I upload. I release videos every Tuesdays. Sometimes I'm on screen like today, sometimes I'm not. I'm going through a lot, guys, so when I can hop on camera, I do. If I can't hop on camera, I still release a video just in podcast form, right? And yeah, so we're going into Amnesia today. It's gonna be a fun time. I have fun examples for us to see. So if you are interested in learning how to do the Amnesia trope correctly, or if you love it, or if you just want to stick along for the ride, go ahead and stay tuned. We'll be right back. Thank you so much for staying, guys. Again, today is, I believe, week 6 in the Tropey Tuesdays videos. We're doing a deep dive in the Amnesia trope. If you see me looking over or looking down, it's because I have my notes over there. And so, yeah, I'm not looking into space. I'm just looking at my notes to ensure that I get it all out to you guys, like definitions and stuff, right? So speaking of, we'll start with the definition. So what is the Amnesia trope, right? Have you guys written with it before? It's very self-explanatory. It's amnesia, right? So it's essentially where one of your protagonists gets amnesia, right? This can be taken into different directions, so you can be creative on how it is done. Check out Overboard if you like movies. Just a few examples. This is outside of the example we'll be using today, but you can check out Overboard if you like movies. There's also another movie we'll be diving into for the example. I keep that for later, right? And you can use this trope as an adhesive to force the two people together, and as you'll see in the examples that I have. And there is basically no one else that can take care of that person is one way you can go, or maybe that's the selected person to take care of this person, right? So there's so many different ways you can go through with the Amnesia trope. I realize I say right a lot. I hope it's not bugging you. If so, I apologize. So I say that a lot too. There's so many ways to go through with this trope, and it's a fun one, right? You can basically, you have to do this with, give thought to it, right? Don't just give someone amnesia just for the sake of giving them amnesia. You want to be sure that there is a purpose, right? This person did go through an accident. The accident was believable. The accident was something that character could be going through, right? Don't just throw it for the the purpose of the trope, right? Why is it that the person that will be taking care of them is the selected person? Why is it that that's the only person that could be taking care of them, right? Is it that the person just moved to a new area and there is no other family or friends in that area that could, and so the neighbor next door, because the neighbor, he or she or they see that the person is in so much pain, right? Or in so much, they're alone, they're in like emotional pain, they don't remember anything. So they saw the accident happen, they maybe brought them to the hospital and find out that they have amnesia, and there is no, they maybe tried to contact their family but no one is coming, so it's just on them, right? And they're so guilty that they have no one else, that they decide that they're going to stay with them and take care of them. Maybe it's the hero, maybe the heroine has amnesia, the hero has always had a crush on her maybe, and decides that there is no way he's leaving her here alone without any help, without understanding what's going on, right? And so yeah, there's so many different things you can do with this, but you want to ensure that it's believable. You don't want to just leave it there just because, right? As with all the other tropes that we've done before, amnesia is great when paired with other tropes. Some of the tropes that this trope does well with is brother's best friend, right? Especially in cases where maybe if it's new adult, right? Maybe it's great in cases where the brother's best friend and the protagonist, if it's a new adult setting, maybe go to the same college, the brother does not, right? She goes to an out-of-state college, the best friend goes there too. Maybe the best friend's a little bit older, or maybe the best friend is the, what's that person that watches over the dorm, but he's in charge of the dorm. I don't remember what they're called right now, right? But they are that person, the TA. I don't remember, right? So they can see that the protagonist got harmed in some way, and they follow up, and because they feel that obligation to the person, because they're like their little sister, they grew up together, right? They decide to take care of them, protect them on behalf of his best friend maybe, and throughout the course of the novel, develop feelings, fall for that person. So much you can do with it. So have fun. Just make sure that it makes sense, right? You can also link it with a celebrity show. It could be a celebrity that gets amnesia, and that would be fun to play with, because the celebrity has so much that they have to go through on a regular basis that can be hard on the mental. Imagine going through that when you don't even remember who people are, right? So it's something that makes your character vulnerable, and you want to ensure that you lean into those vulnerabilities so that people get what they're looking for. People reading this trope wants to see that vulnerability. They want to know that, hey, the character is just like me. They can go through things. They're going through things, and feel they sympathize and empathize for that character, because everyone can imagine how horrific it will be if you just suddenly forget. Some people have it that bad that they forget who they are. They forget their loved ones. They forget so many things. So it's like, it's in such a vulnerable position that they're left feeling helpless. And that feeling of helplessness is so relatable that each and every person, if done right, will relate to your story, right? So that's some of the things you want to keep in mind when doing this trope. And so we've spoken about tropes you can pair it with. You can pair it with celebrity. You can pair it with brother's best friend. You can pair it with almost every trope, actually. You can pair it with billionaires. Just have fun. Lean in. Think about who the amnesia would affect most, right? Maybe it was a judge, or maybe it's a lawyer that has a big case coming up, develops amnesia, and maybe for some reason still gets pushed into the case. Who knows? Have fun with it, guys. The point is, you can lean in and have fun. All right, so with that out the way, with the explanation out the way, we're gonna dive into our examples. It's my favorite part of it. All right, so now I will start with why not? Let's start with a movie example. right? So the example, because I want you to see that you can use these tropes in multiple forms of media and have it still be entertaining, right? Have it still do its purpose. So our movie example this week is 50 First Dates with Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore. I love this movie, right? I think I'm aging myself with these examples that I'm bringing, but if you have seen this movie, if you have seen it, or if you haven't seen it, you should probably check it out, because 50 First Dates is so funny. It's hilarious. It's heartfelt. It's funny. It came out in 2004, so it is not a newer movie. Can you imagine? It's 20 years old. Dang, time flies. But yeah, it's a fun feel good type of romance movie, right? So without further ado, I'll play the clip that I have. It's the clip, I'm using the scene where they were having such a lovely time the night before. And so some background. So in the movie, the character that Adam Sandler plays is essentially dating a beautiful woman that Drew Barrymore plays. And so she falls ill and she only remembers, like, her amnesia is special. She has a special type of amnesia and she only remembers up to a certain point in her life, right? Unfortunately, that does not include any of the time that she spent dating this person or in being in love with this person. She doesn't even know who he is. So every single day he has to set it up so they can meet and fall in love again. And by the end of the night, they're so loving, they're together, they're having a great time. But then as soon as she wakes up, her brain resets. And so he has to do it all over again, right? So they eventually figure out a way to get it done. But it's like a process. And you know, that shows real love, because this is something you have to do every day. So without going any further, before you see the example, let me go ahead and play the example for you. And then we will check it back out and discuss it. So here's the example. 50 First Dates featuring Drew Barrymore and Adam Sandler. It's the 2024 movie, not 2024, it's a 2004 movie. So here goes.
Fall asleep.
I'm not sleeping. I'm just closing my eyes.
I'll go downstairs.
No, I'm just resting.
Lucy,
Yeah.
will you marry me?
Of course.
Don't forget about me. Good morning.
Lucy! Hey! Okay, I know this is hard for you to understand right now, but we are actually seeing each other. We've been seeing each other for a while now. Oh, Lucy! If I wasn't telling the truth, how would I know this? That you're an art teacher, and you go to the Hookie Lao Cafe every Sunday, and you make Waffle Houses, and you like Casablanca lilies.
Stalker!
No! Don't you remember me a little?
All right, so that was it. It is hilarious. You can see from that little clip how funny this movie is. It's funny from the outside looking in, but for anyone in that situation, it must be aggravating. They were so in love, so lovey-dovey the night before, and he just messed up. He fell asleep in the bed next to her, right? You know, that's like he's been going out of his way, purposely getting out the house, introducing himself to her, coming up with ridiculous situations so that they can run into each other again. and go through the process of dating her for the first time on a first date and having them develop those feelings again and fall in love. Hence the title 50 First Dates, right? But this time in question, he fell asleep. So when her brain reset in the morning, she had no idea who this man was. Imagine you getting up discombobulated already and you have no recollection of the last how many years of your life. And here is this stranger lying next to you in bed. So it puts things in perspective when you think of like the funny scenarios. We find it funny, but when you think of the scenarios that these people can go through and you play with that and you lean into it, it basically shows you how the use of this amnesia trope shows you, one, how far that the character Adam Sandler is playing, how far that character is willing to lean in to dedicating his time every single day to setting up a meeting for them to meet, falling in love all over again, just because he's so madly in love with this woman. So it really plays on your heartstrings. It is a funny movie. So if you have not yet watched it, go ahead and check it out. If I can find a link to it somewhere where it can be streamed, I'll drop it down below. If not, then be sure to check it out. I typically can find them on Amazon Prime, or I'm not sure if it's on Netflix. I'll look. If I can find it anywhere, I'll drop it for you to watch it. So that was the movie example. The book example we're using today is going to be After the Blitz. It's a clean sports romance and it's by Savannah Adams, right? This is not a new book. I read it quite a while back. It came out in 2020, right? So about 4 years back. And it is just so sweet. It is new adult. I believe I categorize it as. It follows a football player called Chip and a sweet girl called Greta. Essentially, Chip has a nasty, he's a football player, right? He's a football player en route to go to the NFL. And he has a nasty injury that leaves him with a concussion. He wakes up from the hospital and he has amnesia, right? So he doesn't remember most of the people around him. He remembers some of his family members, but he doesn't remember like other people, right? So Greta, she has her and her service dog is walking through the hospital checking on patients, and she runs into Chip. Turns out that she used to tutor him a while back, right? So it's one of the smarter girl with the jock, right? So she used to tutor him a while back, and for some reason Chip takes a liking to her pup and to her. And though they're not really friends, so to speak, his father knows Greta because she used to tutor him, so she used to be around him for some time. So his father convinces Greta that because he's not like Chip has this paranoia around most other people, but for whatever reason he's comfortable around Greta. So Chip's father convinces Greta to basically help Chip through, like visit him, try to get him, help him while he tries to get back to himself and remember things. And yeah, it's a good time. There are things that gets revealed throughout. They form this beautiful relationship, and then things get revealed. Of course, memories start coming back and people pop up out the woodwork, because one of the things with amnesia is that you're gonna have people that wanted to be with you all the time, and they're gonna pop up out the woodwork to say that, hey, you got this, or you got that, or you promised this, you promised that, because they know you don't remember and they're trying to take advantage of you. So it was a good time. If you are looking for, it's not a short romance, it's not a short read, but it is fast paced and it is sweet. It gives you all the feels. So if you're looking for something that will definitely tickle your heartstrings and uses this trope well, check out After the Blitz, and it's by Savannah Adams. I'll drop a link down below of the book. All right, so that is our examples. For our prompt, I'm just gonna make it up off the top of my head because I forgot to come up with a prompt. Forgive me. But for our prompt today, we are going to say, like, play off After the Bliss. So we're going to make it adult this time, not young adult or new adult. So we're making it adult. So, and we're making it billionaire. Why not? Let's play off the amnesia and the billionaire trope. So we're going to say that there's a billionaire man, right? And he's a billionaire tech guru. He's on the top of the charts. He's often on TV, right? Promoting some big new development in the technology industry. And one day he's flying to this other city in his private jet, and his private jet goes down. It crashes. He gets amnesia, right? While in the hospital, there is this gorgeous nurse that he takes a liking to, right? And they're having a great time until one day a baby mama shows up. That's it. Out of the top of my head, I may just write this story off the top of my head. So that's the prompt for this week, guys. Go ahead. If you do end up writing this, as with always, let me know on any of my social medias. It is Sky Winter Books on most social media. You can drop a comment below. Let me know if you like this trope, if you've written to the prompt, if you're going to write to the prompt, if it tickles your new idea radar. Let me know. Let's start a discussion down below. And hit that like button so I know that you got value out of this content and you like the content I'm putting out. Again, my name is Dee. I publish books under the pen name Sky Winter. You can find me everywhere on the internet, on the social medias, under Sky Winter Books. I do offer beta reading services. I keep forgetting to say these things, so I'm trying to go through and get everything done this time. I offer beta reading services on Upwork, Fiverr, and Ko-fi. My preferred platforms are either Ko-fi or Upwork. You can find me on Upwork on upwork.com/freelancer/Deidre. The links will be down below, so you can check that out. My Ko-fi is Sky Winter Books, so it's ko-fi.com/skywinterbooks. Also will be down below. It's been rough, guys. I'm going through a really rough time health-wise, and I'm trying to push through for you guys. So if you don't see me, or if you do see me on the internet, drop a message, just say hi, how are you doing? Keep the faith. I'm happy you're alive. Keep pushing through. It really does, like, brighten your day. You never know what people are going through. And believe me, some of these days have been rough. So I try to slap on a smile and show up for you guys, but honestly, inside some days, it's not going great. So thank you to all of you people who have been supporting me, who have been helping me through. It's a lot, guys, and I appreciate you so much. Thank you for even just saying hi, right? Thank you for being along in my life, in my journey. It means a lot. And yeah, I will continue to show up and do these videos for you guys every Tuesday. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button, ding that notification bell so you can be notified each and every time I upload. And look out for Second Chance at Summer. It is coming. I'll probably put something on my community tab because I do like to notify my newsletter first. My newsletter is where you get all my writer goodies. If you want writer goodies. So the newsletter is down below too. So subscribe if you're not. That's where you can get all the exclusive writer goodies, the cover reveals, the notice of when the books go live and when they're out, all on my newsletter. So if you are a romance reader and you want to read my work, go ahead and subscribe. It's free. The link is down below. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Until next week, stay hydrated, stay educated, right? No ignorance for 2024, none whatsoever. Stay hydrated, stay educated, stay moisturized. Go ahead and save your work. Do all the things you're supposed to do. Remember, AWC happens at the last weekend of this month, and I will be doing a presentation on writing short romance. It's a panel presentation with some of the amazing creators from Authortube. I'll do a video saying more about that soon. But yes, so Authortube Writers Conference, AWC. It's on YouTube. It is free. And there is also a one-page critique that closes soon. So if you want to get critique on your page, on your first page, right, you can go ahead and submit the form for that. I'll drop that link down below as well as the AWC website so you can check it out. There are also cute merch. So go ahead and check out all the things AWC, all the things that are going on. Support our beautiful community. And we will see you again next week. I will see you again next week. I am one person. I promise. I'll see you again next week, guys. Bye.